Howdy folks, it's Tall Turtle here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today we are recording again. I know for you there is no break in my recording, but for me there's a big break because remember I said in a previous video I was updating to Windows 11 and then I had to get to editing software and all that fun stuff. Well, all that has happened and obviously I survived because here I am, and I realized that I left all my labels on from one of our Japanese field trips. That's fine. We're actually going to fly over to Hot Springs. I don't really know where we are. We're somewhere Arkansas? I think that's Hot Springs, Arkansas. We're at KHOT, Kilo Hotel Oscar Tango. You can read what that is actually called in the description below. I always have my locations and airplanes in the descriptions. But for right now, let's turn off those labels, huh? Alright, now everything's off except fauna. So the point of this flight is just to blab a little and give you a housekeeping update while I fly a little plane around Arkansas. Who knew there were hills in Arkansas? So let's get started, and I'll tell you all about my experience with Windows 11 and my new software and all that stuff, because there's some interesting things to say. So first of all, let's see if I can remember how to do this without a checklist. There's fuel here, right? There's that, put up fuel, blah blah blah, come down here I think probably and turn everything on. And do strobe, we're about to start, and prime it a few times and give it a boost here. It should start right up. Yeah, it is. And I'm headphones on again because I do not want my sound to bleed into my microphone while I'm editing this, because I'm still getting what? There we go. I'm still, oh, my headphone is off. I thought my airplane turned off, but it was my headphones. My little connector's getting worn out. Okay, anyway, let's get everything going here and ready to go. Don't need that on. I don't think we need to do anything else. We will use ATC because I want to practice. Oh, there's no ATC. I want to practice the voices in my editing, so let's at least do. Oh,
Kilo Hotel Oscar Tango, automated weather observation 1800 Zulu. Wind 070 at Niner. Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 14,400 feet. Temperature, 28 Celsius. Dew point, 10 Celsius. Altimeter 3019er.
Alrighty, we'll tune in traffic and we'll do announce taxi. Just announce taxi.
Kilo Hotel Oscar Tango Traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is taxiing to runway 5.
Alright, runway 5, which means you're facing 50 degrees, which means you're facing right this way, so we want to end up facing left of us, which is probably over here somewhere. Where is it? Can't see. Right there. It should be right here. I don't think I can zoom in, but it should be that one. Yeah. Alright, so we're just going to do a long taxi, I guess. Let's do. Oh gosh, that's loud.
Traffic, 4 flight 547 miles southwest inbound ILS runway 5.
Okay, so I might have to adjust my, oh, look out, my voice volume. Oh, it's going to tell me where to go. Oh, I didn't even have to use my brain. I could have just followed the arrows. Anyway, I might have to adjust that voice volume because that's loud. So anyway, let me tell you my experiences while we fly around for a little bit. So I updated to Windows 11, super duper duper easy. First of all, my computer, oh boy, my computer is getting a little old. It has a 2080 and when they were brand spanking new, so it's around fall of 2018 I got my computer, and now it's the fall of 2025, so 7 years old, right? 18 to 25 is 7, and we're going to check out the Secret Service fan here. Anyway, 7 years old, which is the longest I've personally had a computer. I've never had a computer for more than 5 or 6 years. It's chugging along nicely. I think it's only been shut down like twice in all those 7 years too. It runs the Flight Sim fantastic. Flight Sim 2020, no problem. Since Windows 11, it seems to run Flight Sim even better, which is great. Generally my computer though feels a little sluggish with Windows 11, even though I've got like 64 gigs of RAM and an i8 8700K or something. So at the time it was a decked out computer, but with Windows 11, a few things are kind of funky monkey with the operating system, but it's not terrible, but I do notice. With Minecraft, oh, it has destroyed my Minecraft performance. I'll be doing a Minecraft video just like this soon. Maybe I already did it. Maybe I released it before this one, I don't know. But my Minecraft, whoop, that was the thing. my Minecraft performance. Am I going the right way, or did I screw up? Let me see. Oh, 5 is behind us. This is right. Anyway, my Minecraft performance under Windows 11, horrible.
Kilo Hotel Oscar
Just
Tango traffic,
horrible. That
4
is
flight
so
905,
loud.
5 miles southwest inbound ILS runway 5.
Alright, so someone is 5 miles out in front of us here. Anyway, you can hear more about my Minecraft performance in a Minecraft video like this, but I used to always have, you know, without my fancy stuff, was 1,000 frames per minute per second. With all my fancy stuff, it was like 120 to 200 frames per second. With Windows 11, it's like 48 frames per second. I don't know what happened to Minecraft, but Windows 11 screwed it all up. But whatever. Back to Flight Sim. My Flight Sim performance in Windows 11 is so much better than it was in Windows 10. I'm so happy. Now keep in mind, this is Flight Sim 2020, not 2024. But yeah, so I'm happy about that. Recording-wise, recording Flight Sim seems to be better under Windows 11, which is great. Recording Minecraft under Windows 11 is a disaster. It's usable video and stuff, but the frame rates are awful. I get weird like artifacts and stuff in the video. It's very strange when I record Minecraft under Windows 11. I updated my recording software when I updated to Windows 11. Like I said, in Flight Sim, it's beautiful. I'm waiting for this airplane, but I don't think he's going to show up anytime soon, so we'll just take off. Let me get this going here, and then we're going to go out, I don't know, what, straight out, I guess? Whoops, this number 5.
Kilo Hotel Oscar Tango Traffic Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taking off runway 13 departing straight out.
Anyway, so, better check over here just to make sure. I can't see anything. Anywho, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I updated my recording software. The same software that's amazing for said flops, dude. It's the same software that's amazing for Flight Sim is terrible for Minecraft. So I don't understand what's going on. Something with Minecraft does not like Windows
Kilo
11.
Hotel Oscar Tango traffic, 4 flight 905, 43 miles southwest inbound ILS runway 5.
Okay, I'm glad we took off because they're still 3 miles off. Okay, so the same software that's amazing for recording Flight Sim is terrible for recording Minecraft. I don't understand. So obviously it's a Minecraft thing. I don't know what's going on. I can't update my Minecraft stuff because Minecraft itself is updated. The version I'm using matches the server we're on. All of my mods match the server we're on, so there's not much I can do there. But it's terrible. But it's usable, so I will be making Minecraft videos. It's just frustrating a little bit. But Flight Sim, this is way better. So anyway, I don't know. Let's see, what else can I say? I talk about Windows 11, talk about my recording between the two things I record. Editing now. Oh wow, is it windy? Editing with the new software is incredibly awesome. So I was using, I meant to use an autopilot, play with autopilot so I could go outside, whatever. I was using Sony Vegas Movie Studio 15 and then all the versions before it. I've been using that software for years and years and years and years. I knew it really well. My workflow was really fast. I knew what I had to do. I had all my presets and templates and everything. Now I'm using Magic's Video Deluxe 2026 Premium because what happened was the Sony software got bought out by the Magic's company. Magic's kept the Sony software at the same time they had their own Magic's Video Deluxe software, although it was a different name, like Video Studio or something. They had them both at the same time for a little bit. But then after Movie Studio 15, Vegas or Sony, whatever you want to call it, they killed it off, and now you have to get, if you want to do the next version, you have to get Magic's Video Deluxe, whatever I have. But it's only $50 for the medium one. It's cheaper for the easier one. And it's incredible. I'm so glad I was forced to upgrade. And the reason I upgraded...
Kilo Hotel Oscar
here we
Tango
go again.
traffic, 4 flight 905, 41 miles southwest inbound ILS runway 5.
Okay, I do not want to tune in Memphis Center. Anyway, so what was I going to say? Oh, the reason why I upgraded software is because I was reading about the stuff I was using before with Windows 11, and people are like, yeah, it works, but there's so many bugs, it's not really worth it. So upgrade. So I upgraded, and I do not regret it. It took about a week to learn everything that I used to do in Movie Studio. It's so much easier in in Magic's video, whatever. So much easier. Because in Movie Studio, if I wanted to put text on the screen like this is text. It's fine in the middle, right? But in Movie Studio, if I wanted to move to the bottom like this, I would have to like drag a thing around, and it was cumbersome, and then type in numbers to fine tune it. But here, if I want it left, I drag it left. If I want it right, I drag it right, just with the mouse. I'm just dragging the text around the screen. And that's it. It's like almost like WYSIWYG, right? What you see is what you get. If you want your text on the bottom, drag it to the bottom. You don't have to use this little box and type in numbers. That's one cool thing. In Minecraft, because I cannot record Minecraft in full screen because it corrupts my video, I have a little tiny bar across the top that I have to black out. In Movie Studio, I had a template, but I had to do like track motion, all of these things to get that bar. But in movies, or this new one, if I want a black bar, let's for example say this black bar right here, I just stick a black thing on the screen and shrink it to what I want and move it to where I want it, and there it is. 2 seconds, saved as a template, done. That stuff is super cool. Animated text is easier. Settings for my exports are easier. Volume is different. So the way I did volume in Movie Studio is I would use volume envelopes and then use keyframes and move them up and down depending on what I want to do, and I'm still doing that now. So when I switched to the outside, I obviously had to move the volume down a little bit for the sim because it's very loud compared to inside the plane like this. Now I can move it back up in editing, but if I go back outside, I have to move it back down. One thing you can do is there is a live mixer where you can use like a mixer audio, and if you do it while you're playing the video, it actually keyframes it for you and stuff, which is pretty cool. But I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. That way I have just a few keyframes whenever I need them and moving it up and down. It took me a long time to figure out how to do it the way I wanted to do it, but it's fine. It's easy. It's pretty much the same as the other software. So what else? Oh, getting the audio tracks is complicated though, because in Movie Studio I would just drag my video onto the timeline, and there are 2 audio tracks, one for the game, one for my microphone, tied to the same recording. Magic's doesn't like that so much, and I guess the reason why is Magic's, the home version, is a slimmed down version of the Pro version, and Pros, I guess, in the commercial environments would never have video with multiple audio. They have video with no audio. It's just video, and then you get your audio from your audio sources. So to have video with 2 audio is weird, so it can be done, but you have to like mix it down and then split it up and then switch audio tracks and regroup it. It's kind of annoying, but I have it down now, it's fine. But you got to be careful when you like normalize the audio, because it works together. So one track will be too loud, the other will be too quiet. That's where the mixer comes in, or I just keyframe it. So that's what I do there. Those are the big things. Animations are way easier. Masking is way easier. I don't have to do like track motion if I want to move things around. It's just it's super easy. So if I wanted to, let's say I had a video, which I'm not going to have an example for you, but let's say in here I have like a map I want to have. I take a video of myself pointing to a map at another time. I can bring it in, move it around, and do things just by dragging it around, and it'll keep that and drag it around for me. I don't have to like do all this manual stuff. It's great. Of course there's obviously keyframing if you're into that type of thing. And what else? Let's see. Oh yes, there's really cool features that I used to do manually that you don't do manually anymore. So let's see if I can figure this out. I'm going to talk it through and then edit it later, but it should come together right now. So let's say I want to tell everybody, okay everybody, keep an eye on my attitude indicator. I could do this where I highlight my attitude indicator. Now of course it's a static image, right, because it's in the middle. I haven't moved anything yet. Now let's say I'm moving around a little bit though, like this. Do you see how my highlighted attitude indicator is still highlighted? In the old software, I would have to keyframe that out, and I would have to go like every 5 frames or so and put a new keyframe and move it over the highlight I'd have to move the highlight over, etc., etc. And if you skip too many keyframes, then it will look jerky. But in this software, all you do is you start it, you highlight where you want it to follow, and it follows automatically and you're done. So what I just showed you there was like probably a minute of work or less. In the old software, it would have been several hours to do what I just did. So stuff like that is really cool, which means I need to learn how to use it if I want to use it. But for what I do, my editing is never really that complicated. I do videos for Minecraft, Flight Sim, piano, and harpsichord on my other channel. And I do have this other secret channel of a thing that I don't, it's kind of a hobby I don't quite admit to. It's nothing illegal, or it's actually the most boring thing I do. But I keep it to myself, and that's super easy editing too. So I've never edited in a complicated way. But every once in a while something comes up where I do want to do something, and it's a little more complicated, and now it's just that much easier. Like I can highlight things now and show you instead of like just talk about it or move the mouse. I can just highlight it on the screen and it'll follow it when I move around. That's pretty wild to me. So anyway, talk about Windows 11. You know, overall it makes my system a little clumsy, but it's fine. It really destroyed Minecraft. It made Flight Sim better. My recording just depends on what I'm recording. And then I updated my video software, which I'm so glad I did. Someone on one of the forums was answering someone's question because someone's like, I have an easy movie studio, I don't want to upgrade, blah blah blah. He's like, just do it, it's worth it. I'm like, yeah, of course he's going to say that, but I upgraded. It is so worth it. And I found out, so okay, when I saw the name Magix and all this stuff, I'm like, that sounds like really cheesy, lame editing software, like the watered down version of Nero from 2005 that we all know what I'm talking about. I'm like, whatever, I'll do it anyway because they replace Movie Studio, blah blah blah. Well, then I found out Magix is like the software everyone around the world uses except the US. I don't know what's big in the US, like iMovie, not iMovie, but like oh my gosh, I can't remember the Apple one. iMovie's the home one, but it's like whatever, I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, I'm like, oh well, in the US there's other stuff. I've never heard of Magix. Well, then I found out it's like the software around the world. So all of you around the world probably know this software better than I do. So anyway, I thought, oh, that was interesting. Oh, Final Cut. That's what the Apple one is, right? Final Cut Pro, and then iMovie for users or some home users or something. I don't know. Sony Vegas was the biggest for non-PC or for non-Mac. I guess Magix probably is. I just never heard anybody talk about it. I don't know. Anyway, Magix is like the biggest and the best. So I'm lucky that's the one I chose. And there you go. So there's a nearly 20-minute video about my journey, and I want to share it with you because I left you all hanging saying I gotta upgrade stuff and change stuff, and I don't know if it's gonna work and blah blah blah, this and that. Well, here we are. I just gave you a complete rundown of how it worked. So let me see here. Where's the nearest airport? Probably the one we came from, which is far away now. Yeah, I guess we can fly back to the same. Oh, that's my Discord sound because I left Discord open. I normally close Discord when I'm recording, but that's okay. Actually, the closest airport is going to be Mike 78. So let's head back this way. Well, is it? Actually, it's probably the same, isn't it? There's 3 of them that are all the same. Let's head to Mike 78 in a very dangerous way here. And then we'll call ahead and land. And then I can see how these voices are going to, because I used to have the voices turned up because some of the planes I flew were so loud. At editing you couldn't hear the voices, but now the voices are super loud, so we'll have to see here. Alright, let's call ahead to Mike 78. That'll also help us figure out how far we are too. Mike 78 is not, oh, there's the first one. That better be the first one. Tune the traffic and runway, what do we got? 4, that's close to 5 where we took off from, so let's announce runway 4. Let's announce our position.
Mike 78 traffic turtle soup Tango 419 miles northwest 1,500 feet inbound to land runway 4.
And we'll look around a little bit. Looks like a bunch of mines. So this is Little Rock area, Hot Springs area. I wonder what mines those are. I could look them up and then practice my text input and put on the bottom of the screen what these mines are. I guess I could look up between the airports and see where I am. Anyway, let's hop outside. It's louder. It makes me have to adjust my volume a little bit. But yeah, so I think what I'm going to do to test my sightseeing volume is just come in here first. And then I will do sightseeing shot. And I'll come back about 20 seconds or so. Alright, we're back inside, not paid any attention to what we're doing. How are we looking here in the VFR map? I think we turned way far away, yeah. I mean, you want to come this way because you want to use this runway, but we don't need that much space. So let's head pretty much south until we see where we're going. As far as flying text, there was a flying text that I practiced that I didn't keep, but there's flying across your screen now, and go ahead, feel free to sing that if you like. I assume most of my audience knows exactly what that is. It was my favorite when I was an infant, apparently. I watched reel-to-reel movies when I was an infant, and that was my favorite, I guess. Reel-to-reel movies. I still have reel-to-reel movies from the 60s and 70s. I'm not joking. I don't know where the reel-to-reel player went. I imagine it's so gummed up it wouldn't work anyway, but I also have, looking for the airport, I also have my mother's reel-to-reel audio tapes from the 50s and 60s that I converted onto digital files on my computer. And when my mom was a teenager in the early 60s, I guess, what did she go around asking the older people in her community? What is wrong with teenagers today? And back in the early 60s, they said exactly the same things people are saying about teenagers in 2025. So if you hear people say they're lazy, they don't want to work anymore, they want to get paid more, they want to do this, they want to do that, I have people recorded from the 60s saying exactly the same thing. You wouldn't know it other than the quality of the recording. So okay, there you go. There's some more story time because a lot of you love story time. Coming up now, we're going to do a long base leg, so that's 6.
Mike 78 traffic turtle soup Tango 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 41 is on base runway 4.
I still don't see the airport because I'm blind as a bat apparently. And we'll see how this goes here. Speaking as blind as a bat, by the time you watch this, I went to the eye doctor a weeks ago, and I'm sure I'm getting bifocals. Yes, sirree, Bob. I have to learn how to look at my monitor all over again. So there's the water there that's on our map. So I guess we have a little bit yet before we can look down the barrel of the runway. So base was a little too early, I guess. I think this is the airport right there. It has to be, right? Whoops, let's get rid of some things here. That has to be our airport. I think that's our airport. Maybe it's not. That has to be the airport. No? Maybe not. Turtle is not having a good moment here. What is going on? I guess I'm just too low. Yeah, I'm at 1200. Yeah, about. Yeah, I'm a little less than 1,000 feet. And what should we be at class in order to spot our airport? At least 1,500 feet, right? And since I'm well above ground level, and I don't know what elevation is here. This is above sea level for sure. So we're at 1,200 above sea level. Let's take away a few hundred for, there it is, a few hundred for elevation. And that puts us below 1,000 feet above ground level. That's why I can't find the airport. So anyway, I think I've spotted it. Maybe not. Oh well. I'm looking for a beacon. I don't see one. 536 feet. So take away 500. That puts us below 1,000 feet above ground level, which is why we can't see it, which is what he said. I'm climbing so I can see. So 1,500 above 500 is 2,000. So if we climb to 2,000, we should be able to see the airport pretty well, right? I think I see it. Do you see it? Pretty sure I see it. Isn't it right there? Right? See all these hills? It's behind all these hills. That's why you can see it. So there you go. Don't do what I do. So yeah, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're too low, you can't see your airport. Generally, and there's the beacon. See, there's this big hill in the way. See this hill right here? This one can't really see it. There it is. This hill right here was blocking our view of the airport and the beacon. All right, let's announce final because we're pretty much on final.
Mike 78 traffic turtle soup Tango 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 41 is on final runway 4 to land.
So yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, you generally want to be at least 1,500 feet above ground level so you can find your destination. That's a good rule of thumb. Of course, it depends on terrain and all that, but that's a good rule of thumb, and we were not following any rules of thumb, which is why we struggle so much. So anyway, we're going to land here. I have to write down what the airport is on my notes. What is it? It's Mike 48 or Mike 78. Okay. And then the names of these airports will be in the description if you're curious. And we do not need to slow down this early. We will get flaps in a moment. Anyway, real weather was turned on the whole time, not that it mattered. Real traffic was turned on, not that it mattered. We did get some radio stuff for me to edit, I guess. Audio editing. It's like 2 o'clock or something. I don't know, is there a clock in here? Yeah, it's like 2 o'clock, 2:05. Yep. So, there you go. Pretty windy day, and now we're way too high. So anyway, welcome to the Little Rock area, I guess. I don't totally know where we are. I just know we're coming in really hot. But guess what? We're going to slip it, because we can. And we have lots of runway for this little bird, so we'll be fine. We're flying a little Sparrow for a set of flaps, even though I don't need them. Here we go. Come down now. What a terrible operation. Terrible. We're going to run out of space. That's okay. That's okay. Are we? Stop, please. There we go. There. Oh, we're going to make it. That was a bumpy runway. And we went under the threshold. So we would definitely be answering some questions after that one. Oh, what a terrible, terrible everything. Alright, is this a parking spot? Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, I thought this was going to be a taxiway or something. It's nothing. That's fine. We're going to announce clear runway.
Mike 78 traffic turtle soup Tango 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 41 is clear of the runway.
We are just going to park this right over here like this. And we're going to shut it down. Piece of cake. And then we're going to go camping in those woods, because we just made a mess of ourselves. The touchdown itself was actually really good. Everything else was horrible. So again, do as I say, not as I do. So anyway, there you go. Just a quick little flight that wasn't completely pointless, with some behind the scenes information, which I know a lot of you do enjoy, and some story time to go with it. But welcome to wherever we are. Make sure you subscribe, notifications turned on. I'm going to get back to my real flying, in quotes. Real flying means actual flights that have a purpose. I don't actually fly in real life, but you know what I mean. Flights that have more of a purpose than yip yap. And then, there you go. Alright, see you next time.